Pedro Pascal. Let's use these deck. Calling on the original oil. Tap into the energy of Pedro Pascal. I'm in raw. Is Pedro Pascal going to ever get married, ancestor spirit gods? Is he going to ever get married? I wasn't ready for you then, but I'm working on it now. I feel like no. He's giving is giving cold feet. Is giving cold feet. He feels like, and here's the thing, like people are always saying that they're waiting for the perfect time, that they're waiting like for them to like get themselves together and then they'll have kids and then they'll have marriage. But the truth is you're always going to be working on yourself. You're never going to get yourself together. You're never going to be 100% stable. It's going to always be some shit because life is full of surprises. So it's like some people are just scared. Like they're just scared that they'll never, like they're scared of failure. I've seen a post where like this chick, I've seen a post like where this chick, or who was the chick that he's gonna get married to, or that he will be close to marrying. But I seen a post where this chick was basically like she doesn't want her kids to have four parents and two homes. And I'm just like, lady, you can't control that. Like, if you're worried about this perfect utopia, like, don't ever have kids because people change. You're only one side of that marriage or that relationship, and you could have off your whole checklist, and you could have picked the person responsibly, done all of that, waited till marriage, all of that, and guess what? It still fails. Now what? What you gonna do then? It still fails because there's another person that's a part of that fucking relationship. It's not just you. That person could change their mind about you. That person could decide one day they don't want to do marriage. They don't want to do kids and leave you to raise the kids alone. There could be your partner could cheat on you. Your partner could have a baby outside of wedlock. Like anything could happen. You can only control yourself, not others. So it's like when people be looking for this cookie cutter, perfect ass, they live in la la land because there's nothing perfect about life. What's up, Leonie? There's nothing perfect. Not even your fucking parents. You're not even perfect. And it irritates me when people have this cookie cutter ass shit about life and they think they know some shit you don't actually know. The dude you with could be father of the year to your kids. 6 years later, abandon you and be a deadbeat. People are wishy-washy. There's no guarantee. Or the woman you think is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Could decide that one day she doesn't want to be married. She wants to go live life. She wants to go date other guys, or she may cheat on you. Then what? It's like I don't like people like this because they're so hell-bent on an image. They're so hell-bent on appearing perfect that they will literally sacrifice their own kids, sacrifice their sexual health, their mental health, and their spiritual health just to appear perfect in front of a bunch of motherfuckers that don't pay their bills. In front of a bunch of motherfuckers who don't like you get what I'm saying? You care too fucking much. And it's just like I don't like women like that. I don't like men like that either because life happens. And you're sitting up here sending your children out there with unrealistic expectations about the world. In life, everything ain't gonna always go your way. There's no such thing as perfection. If you are trying to reach perfection, baby, you are never gonna be happy because it doesn't exist. Perfection does not exist. You have to deal with life as it comes because I'm telling you, you can have all your checklists. You can have a person who meets all your checklists. What if that person ends up addicted to drugs? Then what? People change and life events happen that can also change people. Like if a man's mother died, you could have been like, I want me a drug-free man, right? And let's say that man, his mother dies. So he picks up a drinking habit. Shit like that happens every day in the real world. Or let's say somebody, child, let's say y'all got into a car accident and the child dies, and one of the parents can't handle the fact that the child dies, so they completely withdraw from life. Then what? Like, perfection doesn't exist. You're never going to be the perfect person. Like, you're never going to be 100% healed, because every time you think you healed, I guarantee you there is something in your life that's going to trigger you, and you going to see that you is not as healed as you thought you was. I remember I was telling somebody, like, if you're waiting until you're 100% healed before you get out there and love again or date again, baby, you're going to be single for the rest of your life. Because the thing about it is, nobody goes through life unscathed. Your brain processes trauma. And no matter how much you try to erase that shit, it's there. It happened. You cannot undo it. You cannot erase it. It's there. Now you can make it. You could make peace with it. You know what I'm saying? You could cry it out. You can go to a therapist. You could do that. But if you think you about to be 100% healed to where it'll never affect you again, I promise you, there's going to be a situation that happens that's going to open up those wounds again. Because once trauma is there, it never leaves. This is what a lot of people don't get. Therapy is a way for you to cope. When you go to a psychic, because a psychic I see as spiritual healers, it's a way for you to cope, to lessen the blow. But once you have gotten trauma, it is going to be there. It happened. You can't erase it. You can't forget it. It's there. And there's going to be a situation that is going to remind you that you are not 100% wholly healed. You're never 100% wholly healed. So why put a stop on your life because of something that's the past, something that has gone and is not coming back? The past is the past. You know, we don't even remember the past. Like, a lot of people remember situations about how it made them feel. But as life goes on, they don't even remember the situation, how it happened exactly the same. The story changes. The past is the past. And people spend too much of their time hung up on their flaws. Hung up, like, just because you're not a perfect human. If we were perfect, we wouldn't even be human. We would be gods. We wouldn't even be here on planet Earth. If we were perfect and had it all figured out, okay, we wouldn't be here. Life is about experiences. And I feel like a lot of people lose sight of that because they're so focused on being and appearing perfect, like they have it all together. Like they have it all figured out. It's okay not to know. It's okay to make a lapse in judgment. It's okay. Okay? Tomorrow isn't promised. And if you spend your whole life putting your life on hold because, oh, my finances ain't together. Oh, I'm still heartbroken because of what X, Y, and Z did to me. Oh, I'm still stuck up or hung up on what my mother did to me. Or like, you know what I'm saying? If you spend your life living in the past, because a lot of people who have trauma issues live in the past. And they relive that past. They're not even here in the future. They're in the past. This is how the brain, if you allow it, the brain stays stuck in that moment where that trauma was induced. And it never moves forward. It thinks it's still in that time frame. It stays stuck in the time frame. And this is why I keep trying to tell people, it's mind over matter. The enemy outside of you cannot harm you if there is no enemy within you. You can't get over the trauma because you are not taking the steps to get over that motherfucking shit. You are keeping yourself imprisoned. You're keeping yourself imprisoned to your past. If you have survived your trauma, live life and keep living. A lot of people want to put their shit on pause. It don't make sense. People be upset about what somebody called them from 10 years ago. Fuck those people. They ain't in your life today. Move on. Life does not stop living, and I'm not trying to be insensitive, because I get it. You may hurt if your mother passed away, or if you felt like you never had a mother. You may be in pain if your child died, or you know what I'm saying, or you've lost, a bunch of children. You may feel pain about the loss of a friend. You may feel pain about a lot of things, but life goes on. It waits for nobody. And while you sitting up here hung up over dead situations that are in the past, and you're sitting up here hung up over people who have went to God, you are still here, and life is still going on 365 days of a year. When people feel stuck, you're keeping yourself stuck. You have nobody to blame for that but yourself. You are keeping yourself stuck in the past. You are keeping yourself stuck on trauma. And you're hiding behind this facade of, I'm not good enough. There's something about, like, he's self-hating. He's self-loathing. A person who robs themselves of love and happiness and family and whatever the fuck that looks like, they secretly feel like they don't deserve. They secretly feel like they're not deserving of the greatest gift of all, which is love, light, and happiness. This man isn't happy. Y'all ever heard that song by Erykah Badu? Bag a lady, you gon' hurt your back. Packing on them bags like that. I guess nobody ever told you all you must hold on to is you. Life goes on. One day he gon' say, you crowding my space. And that's Pedro's energy. Pedro is so stuck with so much baggage. Nobody want to deal with that shit. Life goes on. I'm not trying to be insensitive, but it's true. Life goes on. Lick your wounds and move the fuck on. Like, that's the best way I can put it. If you had a mom who mistreated you, or you was the black sheep, are you still alive? Well, guess what? You can go and create your own family. You can go and recreate the life that you want for yourself. You can go and rebuild. You get what I'm saying? People's mistake is that they feel like, well, because I wasn't born into perfection, I'm going to rob myself of anything good. Oh, because I once upon a time, was strung out on drugs. That means I can never be successful. I can never be a great person. People hold themselves prisoners to their myth, to their lapse in judgments. But if we were perfect and we were all knowing, guess what? We wouldn't be here. Our assignment on earth would be over with. So stop holding yourself prisoner to self-imposed perceived flaws. Everybody makes mistakes, and we learn as we go. And I feel like social media is the devil, because it makes people feel like they have to have it all figured out, and you don't. You don't. It makes people feel like they have to be perfect to receive love. Y'all, there is people, I'm telling you, when they met the love of their life, they were strung out on drugs. I've met them. When they met the love of their life, they were strung out on drugs. And that person got them off of those drugs and loved them unconditionally. While there's people who can perceived as perfect, who got the worst partner in the world, who will leave them at the drop of a fucking dime. Life is full of ups and downs and twists and turns. And if you think you know everything, you in for a motherfucking surprise. You're gonna crack the moment some shit don't turn out the way you want it to turn out. You're gonna crack. Take life as it comes. So I feel like he he has either unrealistic expectations, or he just feels like he's always have these excuses of he needs to be perfect before he has a child. He needs to be perfect before he you know what I'm saying? Like, it's bullshit. So I feel like he self-sabotage. It's like he self-sabotage. But we gonna see if he did get married, what's the closest thing that he would have to marriage, or who the closest person that would be close to getting Pedro to marry. Who what will he view her as? And yeah, superstar, emotionally unstable and superstar. As okay. And what will she or he view Pedro as? Love spell. Okay. And then the truth is wolf in sheep's clothing and walking away. I feel like it's something about Pedro Pascal where he's not telling the truth. Like, he's giving off the energy like the person that he's closest to marry. It's like he kind of keeps them in hiding. It's like somebody wants to be like, claim me, like publicly claim me. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna claim you. And he puts it off and the day never comes. So it's somebody he's fucking with in secret. Okay. And he could be promising them marriage. He can be promised that he's gonna bring them out to the public. He could be promising that, but it never comes. So he strings people along. He strings people along. The Seven of Pentacles. So he'll take all of me loves all of you and your perfect imperfections. Like, that's the energy. So he'll take all the love, or he'll take all the benefits with that person, and then but every time it's time for him to return, it's like it's put off. It's always put off. It's always something. You get what I'm saying? Because it says here emotionally unstable. So he could gaslight people. Or if a person says, hey, you promised me this, like, he will go off, or he will be upset, or he will be triggered if you were to bring it up to him that he's not holding up his end of the bargain. Okay, because his partner is viewing him as emotionally unstable, but the truth is the superstar. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of like he has another side to him. He really has another side to him. Okay, so this person could be using the excuse of like, oh, you just want me for my money, or like to avoid marrying somebody, or like, y'all know how guys be like, oh, I don't want to pay for a date because all women just trying to get a free meal. Only 25% of women go out with guys for a free meal. The other 75% is not about to waste their time over no motherfucking meal that they can pay themselves. But a guy will focus on that 25% as an excuse to not pay. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just an excuse. So it's like he could be claiming that you're trying to use him for a free meal, but really he's trying to use you. You get what I'm saying? A lot of that's it's a con. A lot of guys that do that just trying to get free fuck, just trying to get a free fuck. They're trying to get a free fuck. Just like a walk in a park is bullshit. And if you as a woman falling for that motherfucking walk in the park, you a idiot. I said it. You a dumbass bitch. I said it. That man is trying to get a free fuck out of you. And your dumb ass is sitting up there romanticizing everything because you don't know men. All he got to do is tell you some shit that sound good and you going with your dumb ass. And can't nobody tell you nothing because you swear, I'm a good woman. Oh, I'm a good woman. It's something about that. Whoever he's dealing with, it's like she's basically investing and not even sure if she's going to get a return on the investment. It's like she's taking a risk, but she's not really getting anything back for that risk. Or he, okay? It could be a man or a woman. So we've got love spell for how he's viewing love spell for how he's viewing them. So these women may try to do attraction rituals. You know, they may jump through hoops trying to get him to pick them like a bunch of pick-me's. They may give up everything. They may give up their bodies, their love, their youth, their everything to trying to prove to this man that they're a good woman. They may even do, for some of them, love binding spells to try to get this man to fall in love with them to get what they want out of him. Okay, some of them could be using magic. We have wolf in sheep's clothing for the truth, and so basically in walking away. So it's kind of like if they give him an ultimatum, or if they like because wolf in sheep's clothing and walking away, it's like they got tricked. They got tricked. And what's the advice? Yeah, beware of those who come dressed in innocence, for they may be wolves in sheep's clothing, but rarely. He's playing these bitches. He's playing this woman. The truth is big money, okay? So the truth is big money. I just feel like, I mean, the advice is big money. A significant financial blessing is on its way. So I feel like he could be at the pinnacle of his success where basically he want to try them all. It's like he don't want to tie himself down. It's like he's really feeling himself, okay? So it's like that's the foundation. So who I feel like he's promising this with a lot of women, because honestly this type of energy where a person puts you in a situationship and a person, you know, wants you to do wife things, girlfriend things, but don't want the, it's kind of like these women are Danny Lays and he's the baby. Okay. So it's like he don't claim none of them. This man could be a serial monogamist, or this man could be like promising all the women the same shit, but he don't claim none of them. Okay, so I feel like a lot of these women feel like they're gonna be the wife. They're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? He's almost like those dudes that be proposing to a bitch every 5 seconds. So it's like he doesn't want something. Yeah. It's like he may say things or promise a lot of things, but it's just to get sex. He kind of feels like 50 Cent a little bit. These hoes ain't loyal. He has a very negative view about women. The past returns. Someone from your past is on their way back. So this person, he circles the block a lot. He circles the block a lot, promising the same shit, never delivering. Okay? But a lot of these women are pick-meshas. They're jumping through hoops, trying to get picked. They're being submissive. They're selling their souls, trying to, like, marry this man. So I feel like this is a lot of women. He's telling this like a lot of women. Yeah. Their energy is materialistic here. Despite being surrounded by wealth and material possessions, this person carries a heart that has not learned to expand with generosity. So he's very selfish, very stingy, very gluttonous, very greedy. Okay, this is somebody who will lead with money or lead with the promise of fortune and fame. He's like a P. Diddy. but then get mad at the women if that's why they fuck with him. But it's like that's what you're leading with. So if that's what you're leading with, like, it's crazy because this is definitely the energy of a dude that expects women to be pure, but he uses women for their looks and to get a piece of ass. So you're using women, but you're expecting women to be pure. If you as a woman fall for that shit, you're dumb. I just want you to know that. Why are you being pure to someone who's a user? It was a girl that I had to block. Like, it was a girl that I had to block on social media on because she's dumb as a bricks of rocks, and she's keep trying to shame women or get women to do struggle love, which if you believe in going by love, you believe in struggle love. You believe in struggle love. I said it. Because niggas is banking on you believing in love so they don't have to give you shit and you give up all your shit. So you practically giving out free pussy. And you're practically investing in this dude and not getting nothing but a wet ass and some kids that you're gonna have to take care of by yourself. That struggle love. But the thing that like pisses me off about this girl is like she keeps talking about, she said like a man don't want you to not bring nothing to the table. First of all, if your man give you an allowance, bitch, she has like a $30,000 allowance a month. Bitch, you're a gold digger. Stop it. Because how did that even come up on the conversation about an allowance if you so-called believe in love? I just hate when bitches play coy like this. You telling all these women false advice because I know for a fact you didn't choose that nigga that you look 10 times better than just because, oh, he's handsome and loving. Bitch, you chose him because he got money. Stop lying. I hate bitches like that. Leading women astray. And then the girl, she just kept saying dumbass shit. She kept saying dumbass shit. So she kept saying, oh, you need to be pure. You need to have something to offer. So I asked this bitch, what does she offer? Because looks ain't an offer, bitch. Looks is not an offer. Being a piece of ass is not an offer, bitch. What do you bring to the table? Do you have smarts? Do you have degrees? Other than being pretty and spending up his money, what do you offer, bitch? That's not an offer. Being a leech is not an offer. Being a wet ass is not an offer. So if you're telling women that they have to be extraordinary to get an allowance like that or to get a man like that, please tell me, what are you doing that's extraordinary that any bitch could go on a surgery table and buy? What are you doing that's extraordinary for why you got the allowance? She never answered me. Because I said, well, what do you bring to the table then? Because cooking, what is cooking? Bitch, what is cooking? Any bitch can learn how to cook. It's called a goddamn cookbook with instructions on it. That's not hard, bitch. And if your man pay you $30,000 a month and an allowance, as an allowance like you're a child, any bitch can go on the surgery table and maintain her good looks going to a surgeon with the money that he's paying you. She didn't answer. She never answered me. She never answered. Stop selling these bitches false dreams, false hopes, telling them that they need to be thinking about love or choosing love or being pure with a man when men are users. I said, bitch, your nigga wouldn't even be with you if you didn't look the way you look. Stop playing. Shit like that pisses me off because you sitting up here telling women false ass shit. They're going out here performing that false ass shit and ending up miserable because of your bad advice. Because you want to take the side of the man when you're a woman. I hate when bitches do that. You're not a man, you're a woman. So stop co-signing male bullshit. Because these women take your advice serious and they're going out there following that shit, ending up miserable with kids, struggling and stressed on their own because they're taking your faulty ass advice. Men don't love. Yeah, men care about pussy, that's it. Pussy. That's all they care about. Give me more ancestor spirit, guys. And you stroking their goddamn ego. The moment you falter on that shit, that love gonna turn into disdain real quick. Most niggas hate their girlfriends. Most niggas hate their wives. Why you think that is? Downloads. Your dreams are doorways to higher wisdom whispered by guides from realms beyond. Treasure these insights. They light your path to greatness. Downloads. They're being called to trust their intuition. This is someone who wastes bitches' time. He uses them up and discards them. Like, his big thing is Empress comes out first. So these women could be loving, nurturing, caring. It's like their wifey material. But he wants to use them and discard them. They're naive, okay? But the Empress card is here. So it could be talking about pregnancy here, okay? The Earth Angel. Some of these women could be pregnant or end up pregnant, okay? With a guy like this though, when he is like in this type of energy, there's a couple of scenarios. So when a man is in this type of energy, he either one is going to tell her to abort the baby. Two, he's going to claim it's not his baby and block her or abandon her. Or three, he's going to pull a future. Okay, well, you're pregnant. They might file for child support, but it's like he's not going to be in a child's life like that. Or if he's in the child life, it's to get sex. Okay, he's kind of like a future or this man ain't never settling down. If that man settled down, he must got him a Taylor Swift. He's never settling down. Oh, thanks. We have Earth Angel. Yeah, he's giving me the energy of he's giving me the energy of Future and that dude that owns Wildin' Out, Nick Cannon. He give me the energy of Nick Cannon and Future. Okay? Or like a Big Country Wayne. If he takes care of his child, it'll be money. Like the woman will be doing most of the work. It'll be money. He'll take care of them financially wise. Okay? Because I'm channeling Future, Big Country Wayne, and Nick Cannon. It says Ascended Master as the future. Awaken to your heritage from Ascended Masters. Your gifts are shields and your purpose a guiding star. Harness your power to lead and illuminate. Embrace your roles as a beacon of transformation. I personally don't know why, like, some women, when it comes to celebrity males, like, I don't understand, like, what they think they about to get. Like, what do you think you about to get? When it comes to dudes who are players, what do you think you about to get? Like, it's just like women don't like assess whether a man is husband material or not. What do you see that's husband material about this man? He has nothing to offer you but dick and some promise of a ring and some money. He ain't got shit to offer you but dick. What in the woman's mind is thinking he's a perfect husband? Like what? Where? How? How? How do you think Pedro Pascal, if this man, like, his energy is off, baby? And he may hide behind money or this woe is me energy, or he just, everything is a fucking excuse. He swindles bitches. And it's so crazy because like earlier I had said that, oh, just because, I don't get the energy that Pedro Pascal is a, bad guy. But he kind of is. Because it's like, just keep it real with bitches. What makes him bad is he leads women on. He's promising shit that he knows he's never gonna deliver. So he's kind of playing on their intelligence or playing on their top, which kind of is predatory. He's being a predator. He's a guy. He's a fucking guy. Like, I don't know what else to say. He's a guy. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with the flirting. It's just that when you're aware that someone wants something and you're promising them that you're going to like give them that fairy tale and no damn well you're not. Like, my issue is the lie. You're continuing to use them and waste their time knowing no damn well you don't want that. Knowing no damn well you is never going to give them that. Like, my issue is with the stringing along. That's my issue. We have spiritual strength as the outcome. So it says, having endured intense spiritual battles, this person has emerged with profound strength and wisdom. Their experiences in spiritual warfare have not only made them a powerful protector, but also an expert in navigating such conflicts. They now use their deep knowledge and enhanced abilities to support and guide others through any spiritual challenges. Okay, so it says victory over your enemies. Like the wisdom in Solomon, you're empowered to stand firm against the lion and the cobra, symbolizing your ability to conquer challenges. When faced with adversity, remember your innate strength and the promise of victory. With faith and bravery, you are always destined to triumph. I feel like he's not really focused on like love. He's focused on money. He's focused on career. He's focused on success. He's focused on legendary shit. So he's kind of giving me the energy of that race car driver, Lewis Hamilton. Like, that's what he's giving. Give me more for the overall energy. So I feel like this is someone, if he was married, like he would be a bigamist or he would be a polygamist, or he like if he wasn't sexually responsible, like he would be somebody that like Future and what's the name, with a bunch of baby mamas. I know who you are to me. Childhood trauma. So he could suffer from some type of childhood trauma. Yeah, he could suffer from some type of childhood trauma. Maybe he was introduced to sex at a very early age. Like so he could have like a sex addiction, or maybe he was touched, child molestation. I look at your pictures every day. Okay, it's something about him. I watch your social media. Yeah. Yeah, it's given he was offered up. It's given he was offered up as a child in exchange for something else. Karmic soulmate, and please don't let me go. Yeah, it's given he was offered up as a child. He was sacrificed, probably by his mother. Okay? And then it's my pride and ego got the best of me. I remember you. And self-love. Staying away from you is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Somebody done like fucked up this, like somebody done fucked him up. I need to talk to you, but I'm afraid to reach out. Yeah. Somebody done fucked him up. Like some type of trauma, something like, or they could have filled his head up with some type of bullshit. But yeah, somebody done fucked this man up. Okay. Who fucked him up, ancestor spirit guys? Who self-sacrificed Pedro? New lover coming soon. New love. Missing steps. Yeah, somebody wanted like... Somebody could have chose a lover over him. Or someone could have like... Is giving like... What R. Kelly's ex-lovers' mothers did to them. Like child sex traffic. Okay? Someone could have chose a new love over him, or like someone wanted to skip the process of like getting to success, so they may have sacrificed their child in exchange for fortune and fame. Okay? Yeah. Dead end and spiritually depleted. Somebody could have like... Yeah, someone could have offered their child up in exchange for fortune and fame, like a sacrifice. And look at this. There's some dark shit going on. Highway to hell at the back of the deck. Betrayal at the back of the deck. Somebody self-sacrificed Pedro for money and fame. Somebody sold their soul, self-sacrificed their child, which is Pedro, for money and fame. It literally has highway to hell, okay, and betrayal here. Behold the black horse, a solemn warning to those wandering in shadow. Its presence calls for reflection and repentance. And I look and behold a black horse, and its rider had a pair of scales in his hand. Let this be a call to set your path straight and reconcile with God as the scales await to weigh the souls of all. Repentance is needed. Reflection and repentance. Betrayal. Dead end, okay? At life's dead ends, recognize the importance of letting go and moving forward, okay? And spiritually depleted. This man could indirectly hate women because of something that his mother did. Something happened where he has lost respect for the feminine or doesn't trust the feminine, but it's something significant about the feminine. He was definitely offered up. It says spiritually depleted. It says someone who feels spiritually depleted might be suffering from more than just fatigue. This depletion could be the result of a spiritual attack or the unintended consequences of engaging with black magic. Such interactions can disturb one's spiritual equilibrium, leading to a profound sense of emptiness and disconnection. It's important to cleanse and protect one's energy to restore balance and regain vitality. Look at this picture. This man was self-sacrificed. And there's something that happened that fucked him up. He has a problem. He had, financial problems. So someone could have self-sacrificed him for financial reasons, for fortune and fame, and soul's journey. Okay? Yeah, it's some lot of shit he ain't saying. Sneak attack, and Hall of Lives. Yeah, someone sold this man's soul for fortune and fame. It keeps bringing up someone's very evil. Keeps bringing up evil. Then it says victory. That's all that I got. But like this dude, he definitely has something, again, a gifted child. He definitely has something against, like he's kind of like a pawn, or he was a pawn in some way. But he definitely has something like against women because of this incident, okay? It's a lot of women that, they love to claim they goody two shoes, but baby, the way some of these children dislike women, these feminines are lying, okay? The way some of these children hate and dislike women, there's some blood on women's hands. Real talk. Some ain't right. There's some blood on women's hands. Because why do so many humans hate women, including other women? Something ain't right about that. We can say it's brainwashing all day, but nah. Something ain't right about that. Women are self-sacrificing their children. But yeah. Okay, Leonie. That's all that I got for today. Deuces. And it's 5:55 as I'm about to come off this live. In like 1 minute it's gonna be 5:55. Interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna wait for that motherfucker too. Yes, tomorrow I'll do Jet Rebel, or whenever I can get the time to do it, I'm gonna do Jet Rebel. 5:55.